Hello, Martin here again. I'll show you how we draw, how we draw this. We draw and paint it with watercolor and ink. And so let's start. Here I have some ink, a waterproof ink and a water. And yesterday I showed you how to draw this, how I draw this tree. And now we add some more things here in this nice little scene. So let's start here with a sign, just to warm up my hands, and shadow sided, lighter one, underneath some shadow. So here we have some plants, grass. A little bit of cows. And another one. Bigger one in the foreground. Very loose so that there is a fun part while drawing this. Here, start with the fence. This is what people like to do, build fences around their buildings. Even when they are looseless, like this one. If you use ink only with a dip pen, so not in fountain pen, I really choose random ink. They're all quite good, quite the same. Important is that they're good pigmented, waterproof, and then I think you can trust the big brands, the known brands. Maybe when you dilute it with water, more on the warmer side, some more on the colder side, some more in a bluish, and the other one more in a brown way. Well, let's do the house here. So it was a roof. These are the old small houses huts you see in Poland, where I often spend weeks for drawing there in summer. I also will be there next week for some drawing days. And there we have the big shadow then. In this case I will not do some hatching, I will do this then, the shadows with watercolor. Also the nib here I use is from Browser. This is a big brand for nibs. You can find on Amazon. This is called steno, like stenography. And this is nice and flexible enough for these sparklers, as well for fine lines and for thick broad lines. Some signs here. Then we have this roof texture here, also very loose. We'll see how this turns out done with watercolor, without any shading, or without any hatching, because this is only the structure. So here we have a chimney. There's this little roof on top. Then we can add some plants here. So we have then green parts. Okay, no hatching. Just the outline, the shape. And then small roof. The entrance of this house. Then maybe these smaller windows guiding into the cellar. Really a very loose thing. Then let's do another tree here in the foreground. And then here we have some structure of the bark. Is the word for this? Skin of the trees. I think so. Bark. Okay. And then just the shape around. We will fill this then with watercolor. The only thing what they have be focused is that the tree always is here thicker, and then the branches go thinner and thinner and not in the opposite way, and then everything is fine. So nothing really complicated. Then here we have the trunk and some branches. And then we don't want to smear the ink, we just want to have a clean watercolor sits on the top of this ink drawing. And so it needs a little bit of time when the ink is dry. By the way, when you use ink that is not waterproof, when it's not written on the label, it's in the most, or in maybe all cases, not waterproof. Even if it's dry, it don't withstand the water. Some inks then a little bit more waterproof, but not absolutely waterproof. So I would suggest that you find it on the label It's called waterproof. So and then we have here a bench. And a smaller tree in the background. Okay, let's wait till it's dry and then we use watercolor. So this now was 11 minutes for this part. See you soon. So here's my watercolor palette, so maybe not the cleanest one on earth. And let's start and hope that the ink is dry. I thought it was a nice roof because I have this right here from my last painting. More water, please. Okay. This paper is a Honeymill 100% cotton, and it's 300 GSM. So the thickness and the 100% cotton, I think, are the most. There, see, it was not dry here, but we can live with that, I think. Let's add some gradients so that I didn't tilt the surface, the paper, just a little bit, so that it's not floating back. And then I think I will lift this up. Okay. And then we do some and I will keep the frame of the window white. So we are now more precise with the painting than we have been in with the drawing, with the ink drawing. But of course not over precise. It's precise enough here. We let this first wash on this first layer. I let this, of course, dry before adding the second layer. I have no place here. Okay, I can use this for the tree. There, I forgot some here, some green then. And here we go with the good. Where can we do some greens at this messy palette? Let's take this away. Let's start with a very bright green. That's too shiny. Oh, I also don't like this. I like modest olive green. So this is nothing to have fear. Just add the green here. So we have a grass here, and this is a gradient to the earth. Wind and fire, no, of course not. More green. And darker parts. So the darker parts between this. And here we have to wait till it's dry. Here we can add it almost. Yes, that's dry, so I want here some bluish blue window, also the reflecting light. So more precise. Okay, and like I mentioned before, that's just the first layer. Then we will add the shadows, and then we get the contrast in the game. The game with light and shadow. Let's see, here we have something like this. So. Oh, here. I got the chimney. And here's the roof. So, thankfully I'm not building houses, I'm only draw them because I would forgot half of the parts. Okay, now time for coffee because we want this now be dry before we add the shadows in the second part and more colorful parts as well. Okay, back again. Yep, it's dry now. So, one word for my brushes, I use natural. This is, yeah, I think this is natural hair, and they are not that precise like these new synthetic fibers. You see here the tip. So I use this for the first wash, maybe as well for the second one, and then more details with this synthetic fiber. Yeah, and now the shadows, and So maybe you shouldn't use only black. Let's see, we have here this reddish, oh, it's a very warm shadow. So let's mix this with some black, but on the warm side. And then in one stroke, it adds this here. And it will get lighter. And as well here, this part of the sign. And here as well. Oh, so here under the chimney. Oh, here, and here on this darker poles of the fence. And maybe underneath this part here. And I like some gradients and some sharp edges. Here we can do some pop, nice colorful red parts. Water gradient. So that's enough, I think. And then some darker greens. So green with Mars black, or don't know. I think it's Mars black. So I have this here underneath this part here. And then here in between, watercolor. There are always an artistic grade and student grades, and there I would more tend to the artistic grades. The reds are more shiny, but I also used so it's when you want to afford only the students, you can do very nice drawings, of course, so it's not that important. More important is this paper, 100% cotton, 300 grams. But of course, maybe you know my sketchbooks, which is just a sketch paper, very thin, and also did some nice watercolor. So, and here I want these windows more bluish black shadows. Therefore I now take this precise synthetic fiber. Less water. So we're almost done. That's not here. So that's not that even. Playing around. As well here, instead of this trunk. Yeah, what's this? I don't know. Oh. Oh, sink. That's nice. Ah, okay. We can add some blue background, but I like this on the white. But should I? I don't know. No, I leave it this way. So if you have any questions about this drawing, leave a comment, or when you have no question and you think it was helpful, also leave a comment. It would be nice to see you in my next videos, and so bye for now. Maybe I should clean this palette for the next, but maybe not.